Everyone. So we're going to be messing around with some jerk baits tonight, or minnows, flukes and minnows, I guess is what we could call it. And figured we would check in, make some content out of it, and talk to you guys. So I'll let some people show up in the chat. We're going to be using some of the new MoonDust powders. Two really cool ones right here. Yeah. Yep, so we have Groom Lake and then the Schwartz, I think is what this one's called. And I'm going to combine these together to see if I can get like sort of a trout-like effect, you know? See what I mean? So we'll see. We will see. Just starting with our drops of black. Terry, so, and this is my first time trying the MoonDust. We have Groom Lake, which is the proper name for Area 51, and President Trump just said he's going to declassify aliens. So maybe we'll see behind the scenes at Area 51. But no, this one's called the Schwartz as well. So now we're just gonna screw around. We're just gonna have fun, you guys. See what we can come up with. Can't find name. What's going on, man? You're about to get married, aren't you, buddy? Is that why you had to quit buying baits from me? You know, the wife already clamped down on you? I'm kidding. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Whew, cup's hot. So this has like a nice pink to gold about it already. It kind of looks green on camera, but ooh, this is going to be nice. This is going to be nice. Johnny, I don't really know what's on the menu tonight. Oh dear God, that looks good. Pirates, custom rods, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah, we're just messing around with MoonDust, and I was looking at these two in particular and really wanted to laminate them. Yes, we're gonna make the pencil worm, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, this might look dirty, you guys. Okay. If my saturations are good. Let's see, yeah. Oh yeah. This is a Friday night done correct right here. Let's see. Little bit of dead on, I believe it's called Opal. It's the holographic black flake. Hologram black flake. Yeah. It's got major sex appeal. Making worms. Oh, I'm making your favorite tonight, buddy. There's going to be some tracer shads run, and just some regular flukes. Oh yeah, that looks good. And on the bottom side, we're going to use small size black flake. So we're just going to kind of toggle the sizes of the flakes. Meteor, that's right, Meteor. Opal is one of the sparkle flakes, I believe, yeah. Yeah. You are correct. I am incorrect. Okay. And then these are really great. These are crushed rupees. Because I want that bottom color to have a little bit of white flash about it, we're going to put in some of the silver, whitish silver crushed rupees into our bottom color just to spike it a little bit. I really like the crushed rupees. So all together, let me see if I can get these up here. We're using some cool stuff. All right, so I think we're done with the color build. You know, these all these fancy pants powders make it pretty simple. You know, we're not getting into the weeds of grasses and natural hues and thread fins and gizzards. We're just running fun, flashy colors. So let's see, yeah, 40 people in here. Let's get a thumbs up, guys. That'll help the YouTube algorithm on my side of things here. Yeah. I think we need to up the saturation. Let's see, somebody write a comment. That way I know if my comments are coming through, because they kind of appear stuck. Maybe they aren't, but I just want to make sure. And of course, we are running Denon Plastics Black Label Swim Bait. Okay, all right, I see comments. Cool. We got Central New York, Hitch by a Hitch. Love your channel. You got me started. Now I'm broke. I apologize. I apologize. My bad. My mistake. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna look nice. Hello from Canada. Hello, sir. Hello from Florida. Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna send it. I think that's gonna work right there. Okay. Quick little reheat. Hey, we got Lake City, Florida in the house. Hey, I'm right up the road, man. Tallahassee. Tallahassee. Why do you add color after heating now? Well, because it's a lot better when you're building color. If you add the color to the raw plastic, you don't know if you're oversaturated, undersaturated. Plus, when you add color to raw plastic, the color has to go through that initial heat cycle with it, which just normally is not good. Is MoonDust the same as mica? No, mica powder is a much cheaper material. Well, I say cheaper. It's just very different. These are more of that borosilicate stuff. I believe. I don't know. If Michael hops in here, he can tell us. But I don't know what he's doing tonight. We will see. Those need quite a bit of remelt, so we're just going to let them sit. Or not let them sit, let them cook for about an hour. 40 people in here, let's get more thumbs up. I only see 16 thumbs up. Here's something cool we recently did, this little juvenile largemouth. Yeah. Really cool. Notice how the belly color has a little bit of blue to it. That's dead on monkey shine. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Okay, so it's silica dioxide then. Okay. Or silica, yeah. That's probably what it is. Legend worm video. Okay, very nice. Yeah. Yeah, legend worm is good. I've only got one mold of it though. It's over there somewhere. Speaking of worms, holy cow, I don't want to get my camera down, but I've got a pile of worms right here that I'll definitely show you guys later. We're going to be out here till we're done or until my phone battery dies. Yeah, that's the thing about curly tails. They're always going to be hard. It's always going to be hard to put a curly tail back in the mold, always. I've been working on a lot of worms lately. Probably can't see it too good there. That's dopamine, and then that's motor oil, of course. Oh yeah. Ruger guy, I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you? And these are leftover pucks from that olive thread fin. I figured, hey, I got that recipe down, so I was gonna save the leftovers. Yeah. All right, I think we're gonna run one. Think we're gonna run something. My buddy from Pennsylvania caught his PB in Florida. Awesome, awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Florida's kind of known for that. We're not managing our fisheries as good as Texas, but we still have some good bass around here. We still have a few. But like everything else, it ain't what it once was. That is for sure. These are going to be some very see-through colors. There is not a lot of pigment in here. Whew. Very, very undersaturated see-through stuff. And I'm not going to make mini tracer shads. I just kind of wanted to see it in a tracer shad since I'm making minnows tonight, or flukes mostly. Yeah, let's see. Oh my God, this combination is beautiful. That's really nice. Okay. Do I ever put my plastic in water to cure? Not anymore. I'll only do that if I'm clear dipping and then I need something to set a clear dip up really fast. Yeah. Although tonight I wouldn't mind having a little bowl of water over here just to put these soft, warm, soggy flukes in, but no, in general practice I don't do it anymore. Like anything else, you know, the more experience you get with something, you know, your process has changed a little, you know, sometime here and there. $12 to 18 inches of snow. Dang. Well, it's going to be upper 20s here on Tuesday. So, yeah, even we're going to get some more below freezing temps. This might look really good. No, that is not normal. Nope, if your baits are sticky after they cured, something went wrong. Watch my most recent video. Like, hop off this live and go watch my most recent video. It's like a beginner's guide refresher. And particularly watch the chapter on plastisol preparation. I think that will help you out a lot. That's where a lot of people go wrong. Is they're just not mixing or cooking good enough. So, yeah, I know. I did need some Yingling tonight. But I'm out of beer. Fresh out of beer. I'm as out of beer as I can possibly get. But something even better than that. There will be no laundry noise tonight. None. Guys, 63 people in here. Let's get some more thumbs up. We've only got 26 thumbs up. I know I am failing. My reputation is a beer drinker that hates laundry noise. At this point, I think I'm more known for that than this. And I don't have either tonight. No beer, no laundry. Fail. I know. I am disappointed too. Very much. Y'all want a drum roll? Yes or no? Always. Okay. Backwoods Bait Company, how are you? Yeah. I'm good, man. Good. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Wow. So the the powders are so similar, you almost can't see the laminate, right? But we've got a bit of a rainbow trout vibe. It's really hard to see the laminate, but when you do, it's beautiful. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Maybe I'll come back to this one tomorrow if I get some time and refine it a little bit. See if I can get. Ooh, man, I don't know, y'all. In person, this is hot. Golly. Yeah, I don't know. I know this probably doesn't show. Yeah, okay, you can kind of see the laminate there. You can see more green on the bottom and then more of that pink on the top. Man. I don't know. It's looking good. Yeah, we do have the drops of black helping us out. Ooh. That ain't bad. Okay, all right. We're gonna set those down and keep going. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is definitely clear water all day long tonight. Yeah. Yep. No denying that. This is clear water stuff. 64 people, guys. Let's go. More thumbs up. Oh, we got to look at the tracers. Got to look at the tracer shads. Yeah. Yeah. That's really cool. Buddy, do you need a wedding gift? I can just send these to you. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's move on. Being I might sell these, oops, that was the wrong mold. I'll definitely probably throw whatever flukes I wind up with up for sale. We'll see. Just see how they come out. If there's something I'm proud of, you know, which they're looking pretty good. Things always have to grow on me. I am hardly ever happy with something right out of the mold. Like everything kind of has to grow on me a little bit. Yeah. Like when I first took these out of the mold, I was not a fan. I thought I totally missed the mark, and the more I look at them, the more I really like what happened here. So, you know, just see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Yeah. Ooh, shiny, shiny. Sean Jordan, how are you, man? How are you? 62 people? All right. Time to check on the plastic. It's been a while. Okay, still looking good. Okay, doke. Yeah, man, they are growing on me in those tracers. Yeah. Right now the water is stained greenish and muddy from the rain. Yeah, yeah. Oh, awesome, yeah. Sometimes you gotta make something visible. I need you to make me something for the St. John's River for tomorrow. I'm not sure I can have something to you by tomorrow, but yeah, very good. The St. John's is awesome this time of year. Yeah. Which the St. John's is awesome anytime. Max Cast, how are you? What's happening? 61 people still in here. 46 thumbs up. That is more like it. Ah. You know, speaking of untimely demands, not that that's what Mike Fletcher's doing here, but I once had somebody see some of the snakes that I pour, and they left a comment like, how much for 100 of these by next week? I couldn't get 100 to you in 3 months, dude. Like, yeah, some things cannot be rushed. Some things cannot be rushed, that's for sure. It ain't happening. All right, let's lock and load. And we're not going in a hurry tonight. I don't have many molds lined up. We're just going to run these two 2 cups of plastic. See if we can get some cool stuff. If y'all want to see a bonus mold shot in this color while I still have it, let me know. I'll see if I can go find it. If it's a mold that I have. Yep. Yeah, that shot felt just a little more solid. Okay, throw our some of our leftovers over there. To go ahead and close up my powder cups because that's an accident waiting to happen. Accident waiting to happen. Ooh, frog. You know, the only problem with the frog mold is that they drink a lot of plastic. It's gonna take. That's gonna use up a lot. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Okay. Yeah, froggies. They drink. They drink. Tired of the laundry noise? No laundry tonight. Yeah. Yeah, Joe. No, the snakes don't quite go for that much. I've had some people message me and literally say I will pay any price. But no, I have not taken advantage of that. I think the most I ever charged somebody was $65 for 16 snakes. But you know, the snakes are one of those things. I do them because I like them. It's a challenge. I'm still trying to perfect it and get my timing and temperatures down on the plate and really understand the patterns, the inlays, the blending. So it's something I do, and I get all the value out of it just being able to pull them out of the mold. So, you know, I do understand that they sell really well, but, you know, they're not something I'm trying to nickel and dime people for. It's not really why I pour them. That's not really why I do baits at all. I have a dumb question. How come you can't just load more into the injector when you run low and keep going? Temperature. Your plastic sets up pretty quick, which is why AI came up with the insulated injector system to combat that. Your injectors would have to be dang near 300 degrees constantly for you to just be able to cycle through without any plastic setup. So, you know, if you need to be able to do that, you got to buy a shooting star. So there are some people that do that, but they have to buy a very specific system that allows their injectors to stay on what's called like a heat exchanger block. Later on, Terry. Yep. Y'all have a good night. Yep. Johnny, respond to Joe with the video links to your shooting star videos. That will educate him more than I could just say. Yeah, Michael, it's one of those things when you're dealing with hot plastic, you're kind of always fighting. You're always fighting against it cooling down. But on the other hand, you need it to cool down. That way, it doesn't take, you know, a long time for your bait to set up. These baits can already be taken out of the mold. So, yeah. Big swim baits. Hey, I got a lot of great videos if you need some swim bait pouring help. That's what we do. It's what we do. Yep. Oh, come on. Yep. Is anyone else making baits tonight? I know a lot of people, well, me included, I watch a lot of live streams while I'm out here pouring. I watch YouTubes. I like to listen to podcasts. All sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. I like to watch a lot of debates. Cool stuff. Back chamber question. How do I know if I have the glass top? Yeah. If it hasn't blown up on you now, you're probably good. Probably good. Those acrylic ones are failing on people. They're second and third time ever using them. So, I mean, they're not even getting one afternoon's use out of them. So if you've had it for a while, you're probably good. Let's look at some baits. Yeah. Once I'm done shooting these, I think I'll probably just get one more round. I can take the camera down, flip it around to the better camera side of the phone, and show you how good these look. These are smoking, you guys. Absolutely smoking. So yeah, we'll get one more round hopefully, and then we'll take a close look. Oh, Johnny, I don't know about no bonus mold. All right, let me think. I don't know. Ooh, I do know. All right, since you're gonna make me do it, gonna go get a bonus mold. Not the Vexus. It is not the Vexus. 63 people, let's go, y'all. Yeah. Really cool. Yeah, those are sweet. Okay. Let's go. Boom, boom. All right, make sure all this is clear. Is there a color that looks bad in the tracer shad? I'm sure I could make one that is. Yeah, I'm sure we could do it. I'm sure it's possible. Aren't those little injector plugs cute? It's like, I don't even want to say it. Hello, Steven. How are you, man? Tracer is too awesome. I don't know. You can still make something ugly in a tracer shot. I promise. Do I need to do a whole separate live stream and just title it Making the Tracer Shad Ugly? I'm not above it. I can do that. We can do that. Sounds like a fun evening. Neil Peart, man, not even close, yeah. Okay, I hear you. I'll make the worst tracer shad that I can think of and send them to you. Just DM me and remind me, okay? I'll do it. I will do it. I've earned the right to have some fun, you know? All these years out here trying to perfect this stuff, I can have some fun. I can definitely have some fun. Yeah, man, Neil was the first the first prog drummer to go mainstream enough to propel drumming to levels never before seen mainstream, with just how technically good he was. You know, there were a few drummers before him, Bill Bruford, in the prog scene that, you know, arguably had some more chops, but Neil had a sound, he had a touch, he just, the way he played, the power he had, he's the greatest rock drummer of all time. Not even close. You know, there's always someone faster, more technical, that has better independence, that has better feet, better double bass, you know, but just always being the most technically advanced doesn't always equal greatness. It just means you're playing things no one else can play. So yeah, there's very different metrics to use, you know. All right, I think that's remelted enough to do a round of shots here. A round of shots. I mean, a round of mold shots. So yeah, let's give it a good go. See what we can come up with. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Lock and load. Get in the hole. You got it. Rip wrap. Yep. You got it. You know me too well. Okay. A little bit of this left over, but we might call it there. I think I've gotten some cool stuff out of this color tonight. We've got our ventilation going in the open shop, so yeah, we blow all the fumes right out of here. Not to mention it's a non-phthalate plastic. It's clean as far as plastisol goes. So I yep. If I was in an enclosed space, then yeah, we'd have to either vent out the roof or wear a mask. Let's see. Good evening, Bearded Bison Company. Oh man, dude, your beef jerky is the bomb. If I'm remembering the name correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good, guys. This looks good. And I'll have enough of this left over to possibly play with it tomorrow. Maybe some laminate worms would be pretty cool in this. A rainbow trout worm. Or would that just be ridiculous? I'm sure I've done it before. Do I have a bag oil you can recommend? Oh, just worm oil. Yeah. Grab a bottle of worm oil from your plastisol provider, and that's all you need. Yeah. Well, you're doing all the things right, so yeah, you're doing it smarter than a lot of us. my hand pouring hero, Jeff Peel, he told me one night, we were on the phone having like a 4-hour conversation. It's like, yeah, all those years I was pouring, I never wore a respirator and worked in an enclosed shop. And he was running Calhoun, which will stink you out of house and home, breathing that stuff in, all those phthalates, all those years. But you know, he was a chain smoker, and so his whole thing was, well, you know, I've already done enough damage. It's just funny to hear him talk about. A few hundred bags, yeah. Have I picked up the new 2-1 injector from Into? No, I don't run enough injection, number one, to even need 2 different dual injectors. And I don't think I would have much use for it. It's an old concept, I think, started by Rupert at Shooting Star. He had like a 2-to-1 injector and then even a 3-to-1 injector. So you could, you know, in theory, if you could dial all that in consistently, you could even inject laminate that was, you know, 3 parts one color, 1 part one color. Then he also made a 2-to-1. So it's been around long enough that, you know, it never really made it to, you know, my, you know, regular tabletop, you know, hand injector scene, but you know, it has been around in the Shooting Star scene, but I don't see it much there. So yeah, I mean, if somebody's dialing it in and they like the results, good deal. I like a nice clean laminate, you know, myself, and just, you know, the regular 1-to-1 or 1-to-1. You know, I like the way that looks in pretty much everything. There's not many molds that I look at the laminate and wish I could get less of one color or more of another color. Plus, you know, for that to make a big difference, I think a lot of that depends on mold orientation. For example, these flukes, they naturally get a lot more top color than bottom color. Just the way that the mold cavity is oriented, one color just physically can just go more into the top side than the bottom side. So I kind of already get somewhat of a neat laminate, you know, ratio, you know, and I find that to be perfectly satisfying to me. So, you know, you're really splitting hairs, but if someone sees a big difference and they like it, absolutely. Yes, that is a stack of the 2-in-1 has a problem sucking air. Okay, well, yeah, there again, I've never used one. Like when you draw up, does it feel does it feel like you're really only drawing up one side? You know, just speaking of the way a dual injector goes into the cups of plastic, you know, and if both nozzle tips are in the plastic, I'm not really sure how it would suck up air unless the nozzles, you know, are somehow out of the plastic while you're drawing up, right? So if you're keeping your nozzles buried in the plastic while you draw up, I don't know. That's interesting. I'm not sure why it would draw up air any different than a normal injector, but I don't know. I guess get on the phone with them too and see what they've got going on. I love it. I love how there's almost like no leftover plastic in this one. It's crazy. All right. Just speaking to dual injectors, I find that to be so satisfying when I can cycle out almost every drop of plastic out of this thing, out of the insulated. But yeah, that's a stack of G6. How did you know that? Yeah, it's literally some G6 molds over there. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, the man, the AI duel is so awesome. It's so unique. You know, is it going to be everyone's favorite? No. Is it in everyone's budget? No. You know, because it is pretty expensive. But the insulated, you know, idea, some of the results that I get, plus this, holy cow, that is the coolest thing. I literally gave my bass tackle away to one of my buddies. Just take it. You know, once I got used to the, you know, kind of rerouting the process of draw up, then put the lock block in, because that took some getting used to. Yeah, once I got used to that, I couldn't go back. So, yeah. Yep. The locking block is incredible. It's incredible. All right, let's look at this bonus mold. 70 people in here. Awesome, guys. Let's get some more thumbs up. All right, let's see what we got. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh yeah, rip wraps. Okay, we're gonna get all these out as soon as we can. That way we can get the camera down and give you guys a much better look at these baits. These are incredible. This dude's the GOAT. Well, I'm not the GOAT, but I appreciate it. I think we do okay. We've come a long way. We've certainly been able to pour some cool things over the years. So. Do I sell the plastics I make? Yeah, all the time. Can't pour them fast enough. And yeah, it keeps me pretty stressed out, but I enjoy it. And yeah, I might as well sell some of the stuff that I like to do. Met a guy down in Cape. Says he makes probably Andrew Wilson. Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Set these aside for just a second. Okay. Yep, Andrew Wilson. Okay. Yep. 66 likes. All right, guys. Yeah, one thing I want to do is I want to do more of this live stream content where I'm actively making something. As much as I liked Casting Creations and doing like the podcast / kind of bait talk show form, I found it really difficult to get time to come out here because I kind of had to retrofit. I had to retrofit my shop, bring my computer out here, mount a light, then had to mount the microphone, set up the Wi-Fi extender, run some extra cables to power the camera, and then pay for the streaming service monthly. And it got to where I was like, I might have time for a live tonight, but I won't have time for all the setup and all the breakdown. So I wanna try to do more live content like this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I wanna maybe do more of this. This is so much fun. You know, there might be some small things I could do to make the production of these live bait making sessions a little bit better. But anyway, that's sort of my thoughts on that. As many likes as there are people. All right. Well, so right now I'm seeing 78 and 68. So. Which, by the way, no, I did not join the Marines. I got a haircut today, and they went a little short. Yeah, no dice at AI right now. Don't think Josh is sold on the dice. You know, he has to see a demand I think, before he'll make something. So let me go put some molds up. Feels good to sit down. Oh, 69 and 69. There we go. Yeah, well, okay, sweet. That's what I literally told the girl. I said, give me a high and tight with a number 1. And she did, so, yeah. That's awesome, man. Hey, I'm glad we could help. All right, let me get some things together here. Go put the dual up. I did those upside down. Whoops. Yeah, man. Yeah. No, thanks for tuning into the live stream. I enjoy live streaming. I think my favorite part is this right here, just talking to the chat. I think that is absolutely an awesome part. Rookie orientation mistake. That's right. It happens to all of us. Nobody is above rookie mistakes. Just when you think you are, you aren't. Oh my God, okay, yeah. All right, let's get the phone down. Let's quit screwing around. Have I ever played with clear SB coating? Not really, no. I've played with some other SB paints, of course. Particularly the dotting paints. I did learn how to airbrush a little bit with that stuff, but not extensively. All right, why did we drop to 49 people? Come on. All right, let's see. All right, let's turn this around. Look at that. Isn't that something? Wow. That needs to be thumbnail right there. Woo, baby. They've got a big time rainbow trout vibe, don't they? Yeah, maybe I can, once I'm done and the live is uploaded, maybe I can get this to be like the thumbnail. Yeah, baby. Hardly anything in them, too. Yep. Yeah. Isn't that nice? There we go. You know, Pete, I've been trying to say it for years. Less is more. Stop oversaturating all your baits, people. Let some light bring life to them, you know? Like, you cannot oversaturate this stuff. It loses all the vibe. I agree. I agree. Yeah. There it is. Rip Rap, too. Holy moly. If you have rainbow trout in your lake, this is going to be deadly. Yeah. There it is. Okay, let's look at the cute little tracers. Yeah, aren't they cute? Yeah. I don't know, y'all, for a simple laminate and a very simple recipe, I think that is a fine little rainbow trout pattern. And it's this right here. Boom da ba. Boom da ba. Yeah. That's it. That is my welcome to MoonDust. I know MoonDust has been going around YouTube, and that's a cool little trend to see. So this is, we'll you know what? We'll just call this my MoonDust video. But either way, we were gonna go live tonight and do something. Let's see. Yeah, and then we have some really great worms. Yeah. Some really great worms. Some dopamine in the frog. Super cool. Yeah. We'll put him back with his buddies. Yeah. Yeah, Harley, blueback herring is not too difficult. I've been able to cook up some really great blueback patterns in my hand poured stuff. Yeah, those are always great. I love matching bait fish forage. You know. Have I thought? Yes, Gordon. That's how I cure all my worms. Yep. I literally let them sit exactly in the shape in which they are in the mold, which is with the tails oriented like that. So if you were to hang your worms, right? So a lot of people hang their worms. If you imagine if you hang the worm, the tail is going to kind of hang down like that, you know, just gravity. Arranging them like this, flat, I can put them back in the shape that they were in the mold. So that's how I kind of prefer to do it. Ugh. Come on. Yeah. Anyway. That's how I always do it. Just stack them like that. Yeah. I love the depth of the color, the way that these work out, and just touching on this worm. What makes this worm really unique is that the body is a clean laminate, all hand poured, but then I have to switch it up. I'm not trying to laminate the tail. I'm kind of doing a blend. So I have to get a blend in the tail, but then a perfect laminate in the body. And that's always really fun to do. I enjoy that a lot. You know, funny, I've never had a knuckle dragger mold, ever. Nope, it's just one I never wound up with. I still don't have a lot of molds. And there's a lot of molds that I could have. AI takes very good care of me. Dead On takes good care of me, but I don't abuse it or milk it. So, you know, I kind of ask for what I need, and you know, get the things that they maybe ask me to film, and you know, that's that. I don't need every single Dead On color. I don't need every MF color. I don't need every Lureworks color. I don't need every mold. I don't need, you know, I don't have the desire to just have that much crap out here. I don't have the room for it, nor am I ever going to use it. Like, if we're all being honest with ourselves, no one person, no one man show could ever use every color from even just MF. Like, yeah, you could set a goal to squirt every color in some plastic at some point, but are you ever really going to create with all those colors? Are you ever going to figure out recipes and use them to their potential with hundreds of different colors now available, hundreds of different powders, hundreds of different flakes, and then the millions of combinations therein? No. So I don't. I maybe have 100 to 110 bottles of liquid colorant total out of all the brands. And if I can't get what I need out of that, I'm in the wrong. Yeah. Yep. Shankson's here. What's going on, man? Yeah. Oh, come on, sweet. You know better. Yeah. See, you can't really even see them on the frontward-facing camera. Shank, I'll show you what we've been up to. We've been in here an hour, guys, and we still have 70 people. Look at that. A 2-color laminate, but it's got a rainbow trout kind of vibe to it. Look at that. Really nice. Yep. Very cool. That's just 2 powders, man. Yeah, I was kind of screwing around with some of that new MoonDust. And I was looking at those 2 and said, I'll bet if I put those together, I get trout. And we did. Really cool. How does the MoonDust compare to the hypershift? It's a different micron size, so it's going to look more shimmery than a lot of the hypershifts. In terms of like shift strength, as in how strong does the shift? It's right up there with the hollow shifts. I think the regular old school hypershifts, like some of the dip your car stuff, I still think those have the strongest shift. I see the strongest gradient of one color to another. But they're also a little less reflective because they're not the hollow part. So it just depends on what you want. However, this effect right here, as you see it, could I achieve it with my regular hyper shifts? I don't think so. I don't think it would be the same. So, yeah. Yeah, I know. I did not join the military. I looked like a mountain man, and I got really tired of it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go get a haircut. And this is the haircut I always get. Always get a high and tight with a number 1 blade. Y'all are just seeing it really fresh. I got it earlier today. So this is not a weird thing for me to look like this. I just probably haven't been on camera a whole lot right after getting one of these cuts. So, yeah. But yeah, Michael was explaining to me the MoonDust, and it's all stuff he already sells, just a different micron size and maybe in some new colors. But that's how he explained it to me. I don't know all the particulars of it. I could text him real quick, I guess. But yeah, that's essentially what it is. I don't know. Pete said his favorite was the Tracer. I'm really liking the Fluke. I might have to disagree with the Tracer Master Pete. I have a dog named Pete, so whenever I think of the name Pete, I think of that silly dog. But tonight we're talking about a madman in Michigan who lives and dies by the Tracer, which is pretty smart. Got a pick for the classic? No, man, I am so out of the know on who can catch fish these days. I have no idea. I got no clue. Man, these are pretty. Let's take a look one more time. Yeah, man. Yeah, really fun. Yep. Go set them down. Man, just look at the rip wraps. Good God. I don't know. Maybe that wears the color the most. I mean, can you even, like, can y'all even see that? Like, is it in focus? I mean, holy schmoly. I don't know. This is a tough one, you guys. Man. Yeah. Yeah, Wheeler seems to be the guy. But yeah, that's right. Is Wheeler still MLF? Because if he is, then he ain't winning the Classic. Yeah. He's not going to win. I'm telling you, Pete, the rip wrap sometimes steals the show. I do agree. Often it's the tracer that shows a color shift laminate the best because it's got that round like the whole body of a tracer is round. You know, the fluke has kind of that flat side, right? So it won't quite reflect from all the angles at once like a round tracer will. So, like, there actually is a reason why the tracer should shift harder. Um, so, yeah, but man, I got bit by something. But yeah, man, I don't know. But number one, I'm a sucker for a fluke. But those rip wraps, I think, are the favorite tonight. Yeah, I think the rip wraps take it. Let me go get some other goodies while we're just looking at random stuff. See what I can find. Yeah, I don't have too much crazy stuff, but we can look at some cool things. Got some snickety snikes. Well, a snickety snike. Well, you know what? Speaking of snakes, hold on a minute. I forgot I had these. Yeah. Let me get some of these other snikes out. Some snikes. Yeah, here we go. Some more snikes. And then one random perch. He's all alone. Can't find name. If you're still in here, buddy, do you want this perch? Or does anyone in here just happen to want a perch cutthroat? She's looking for a good home. But yeah, some sneaky snakes. Man, I love the snakes. It don't get better than that. Yeah, love it. They're pretty cool. They are pretty cool. A bit impractical, but they're pretty cool. These right here are part of a giant worm order, which those are also a part of. Yeah. Yeah, well, I know us Floridians, we get a reputation for being cold weather, sissies, but we're going to get some cold weather next week. We're not going to be completely off the hook or out of the yeah. 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 The rip wrap is incredible. Yeah. I mean there it is again, guys. Golly. And the tracers. Yeah. I'm a big fan, guys. Yeah. I like the baits that we made tonight. I think that turned out nice. I think that turned out very nice, yeah. Nothing on a pencil bait or a pencil worm. I agree. Well, does anybody have any questions or anything they want to ask the chat? Still got a lot of people in here, so we can all hang out, talk baits. I'm on no time constraints tonight, so we can sit here and play with snakes, or talk shop, whatever y'all want to do. I'm done making stuff for the night, so yeah. Yeah, I was talking to Travis Crossman the other day, and he said that they had like 21 straight days of below freezing or something. Yikes. That sucks. That sounds really bad to me. Oh, yeah, Chuck, coming right at you. Hold on. This bait right here is skin poured to all hang, but all those black markings are the Lureworks SB Coat black dotting paint to give it sort of those kind of black splotches. Yep. This is a bait I've held on to a long time now. I'm just kind of studying how it looks over time, right? There's not a lot of color into it. Very see-through. It's why I call it glass bottom bluegill. It's because it's as see-through as glass. But we take it over here and you can see, okay, there's actually a lot going on that you don't see. So there's a lot of illusion going on. And I've kind of kept this one around just to see how such a low saturated color like this might change over time. Just slight oil migration, which leads to a little bit of color bleed that you wouldn't even notice in a more saturated bait. So it's just kind of like a little experiment. But yeah, that right there is SB dotting paint in conjunction with very, very intricate skin pouring. Yeah, that bait's been sitting on my bench over there for probably 2 years. Still looks great. Still looks great. Yep. So yeah, you can absolutely use dotting paint in conjunction with skin pouring all day long. All day long. Really nice kind of natural orange belly sunfish there. Yeah, man, anytime. Got that and the hand poured snakes. It's some of the best stuff I can pour right there, y'all. If y'all don't like that, I don't have much for you after that. That's like as fancy pants as I can do it. So yeah, that one has aged like wine. I agree. Johnny, when's your next set of snakes coming, buddy? I want to see you make some big progress on your snakes. I know you got it in you. Okay. I've seen lizards fall out of trees. I wonder if bass eat the smaller iguanas. That'd be pretty cool. You know it's happened. It's had to have happened. Little cute, cuddly baby iguana falls out of a tree and gets chomped. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. So yeah, those were the 2 colors tonight. I like it. Definitely hanging on to that recipe. I can consider that like a simple trout without all the layering and hand-poured bull crap. Yeah. Oh man, hour and 15 minutes, guys. We might call it. Ugh. Had a heck of a week. I had a total crisis at work. Just total crisis at work. My my day job relies very heavily, almost entirely, on an email sender to send out certain emails to our subscribers. And the entire email server just went down completely. Nobody knew why. There was no error, and had to migrate over to an entirely new email server platform and sender, and then get the domains associated with it verified through DNS records, and it was a nightmare. It's a nightmare, and I am exhausted. Yeah. Question on open pore molds: what is the temperature for your colorant? Room temperature? I'm not really sure what you're asking. Oh, Johnny, no, these are easily 3 hour. To do as many barrings as I'm doing, and then the shading. Yeah. I don't know, like, yeah, these are, yeah. There's no way for me to do them any faster, unfortunately. But when you sit down to do this, your goal isn't fast. Your goal is, to pull something out of the mold that's truly spectacular. So you take your time. Dave Chesney, how are you, man? Or Mick Chesney. But yeah, on open pore molds, doesn't really matter what temperature your color is. It matters what temperature your plastic is, and what temperature your molds are. So, I'm always preheating the molds to 270. So like if I'm trying to pour something like this, 270. If I'm trying to pour something a lot simpler, 270. If I'm pouring these snakes, 270. So yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yep. The G3. Joe, thanks so much, man. Yeah. Please drop in on the next live. I enjoy the lives very much. They're fun. YouTube likes lives for engagement, so yeah. Let's see if we can drum on a plastic puck. Hey, we kind of can. Next time, bring beer. I know, man. I've been dry. Okay, so part of that is because my neighbor just bought a bartending business, and it's real easy for me to just walk over there and just drink leftover stuff from events where they didn't serve all the alcohol. And it's totally free, so I can't. I guess I can't really blame myself for taking advantage of that. So, yeah, okay. You'll be doing your first hand pour this week. Best of luck, man. It is fun. Just remember, you are starting a heck of a journey, and you never know where it might take you. It might take you to crazy places like this, or more practical baits that you catch more fish on, right? Just remember to have fun, and don't get in a hurry, right? It doesn't matter what you're hand pouring. You could be hand pouring something crazy or something pretty straightforward, but remember, it's hand pouring, and slow and steady wins the race every time. Every time. That is my unsolicited advice. Don't go fast. Yeah. Yep. The rattlesnake pour was fun. I still have those molds too. The tail was thick enough I could actually fit the real rattle in it. That was so cool. I need to do fun stuff like that again. That was really fun. Yep, that was really cool. Oh man. All right. Well, instead of y'all watching me yawn, I think we're gonna wrap this up. The fun time is over. We'll give you a quick look at the baits again, and then I think we are outy scouty. Yeah. Oh yeah. I like them flukes. Man, oh man. Looking good. Nah. I don't want them to cure all funky. There we go. I don't worry about how the flukes cure up too much. But yeah, the Mojo worm mold is big enough that you can learn some cool stuff on it for sure. Yeah. But nothing beats a ribbon tail for how it displays color. I do think ultimately that it's my favorite. So yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight to the World's Worst Fishing. We're gonna hit the hay, and who knows? Maybe if we have enough time tomorrow, we might try to film something long form. Maybe even this recipe, right? Maybe we'll just do like a real video on it. I'm very happy with it. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks for tuning in tonight. I know you could have done a lot of other things on a Friday night, much more fun and exciting than this, but I wanted to get out here and say hello to the crew. So yeah, we had a lot of engagement tonight, so thanks to everyone who tuned in. We're out of here. We'll see y'all in the next one. All right, now how do I get out of here? Oh, robo worm, very nice. I like robo worms. Yeah, get you a bot mold and you can make some cool ones. All right, guys, later on.